Okay, this is kind of what I'm looking for. So I've made 5 different test files, day 1 through day 5. The program's going to look for a file called invoice ready underscore robot. So if it finds that file, it'll run that file. So basically, you're going to copy these other files. Like, let's say you're going to test day 1. Just copy that one and then rename it to be what you want. So the program, I'll show you real quick, is down here. You're going to double click that. That's the robot program. It'll ask you this, just continue free. And the program you want is invoice entry. I may have it already open for you, but I just want to show you how to do it in case you have to do it some other time. And then you don't have to do any of this. I just want to check one thing real quick. Yeah, so the file is called invoice ready underscore robot is what it's looking for. So we should be good. And then the other icon you need is this one up here, this test profile. Don't grab the other one that actually says accounting. It's this test one. So double click that, and that'll show this up. You have to turn your caps lock on, and then do a G for glass, accounts payable 1, invoice and manual check processing 2, and overhead invoice data entry 6. So G126. So your screen should look like this before you start. So you get UI path back up, and there's this big run button up here, and you're just going to hit that run button, and it's going to start the process. So I'll show you what that looks like. And then it'll start entering the invoices in. And like I said, it should just proceed. If I have it set up right, if I've got it checking all the right stuff, it should just run. But if it starts trying to type stuff over and over into one of the cells because the accounting system won't let it go further, that's when it's going to be like having an error. So what you would do if that happens is you would right click here and go close window, and it'll stop the program. So that's how you pause it or stop it if you get a problem. So then what would happen is you'd see which invoice it bombed out on up on the screen right here, and then you'd make note of that. So it's really invoice number 166924, and then you'd go to your file invoice ready robot, and you'd sort of delete that line out and then run the whole thing again and see if you can get it to go through. But make a note of which invoice and which day it bombed out on. And then just going to do that for all 5 days to see if you can get it to run through all the days. But any invoice that bombs out on, just let me know what that is, and then we can kind of go from there. If it does get hung up, typically what you're going to do is type end, and then when you get to this point, you're going to type delete, and it'll clear the screen and get you ready to start again. And then you can start running the robot again. So if you run into a problem, it's usually end. Sometimes you have to do end and end twice, and then it'll get you that last window and delete. But you want a clear screen with the little cursor up here before you start, in case you run into a problem where it has to be stopped. So that's kind of the game plan, and I'll go from there. Thanks.